Hi, my name is Sunny. Some of you that follow me on my social medias might recognize me, specifically if you are subscribed to my PMV/edit channel. Basically, sometimes on that channel, I would make many videos of me talking about opinions I have on stuff. So because I want to expand my content, I've made a second channel, this one, to talk more and analyze stuff. And what better way to start off by analyzing and reviewing Bride of Discord, because while a lot of people like it, I personally think it's trash. It's bad. It's really bad. It has so much problems, like, oh my god, I wonder if people genuinely like it or are blinded by nostalgia, because oh my gosh, it is not that good. So today, let's talk and explain why Bride of Discord is bad. To be fair, before we get into the meat of the problem with the audio drama, I will say things I liked about it. I liked the VA for Fluttershy. They do an amazing job and sound wonderful. I like that the audio drama expands on Fluttershy and Applejack's dynamic. That was really nice. I love the scene where Fluttershy sacrifices herself, because this is actually an emotional and sad scene. And finally, I like that at least this audio drama made me like Beauty and the Beast a little bit, but not too much. And yeah, that's it. Now on to the shit show. Starting with, the story has a lot of plot holes. And they aren't just ones you can ignore, they are ones that could easily end the entire story if characters were actually smart. Like, first off, I know Celestia isn't that competent in the show, but she isn't that stupid. If she knows there's a dangerous creature out there that is willing to hurt and turn everything into chaos, I get he has to wait a long while to come up with a plan to, cause chaos again, but wouldn't it make sense more for Celestia to have her royal guards go look for him and that kind of stuff? And I get it's been a long time since Discord shown up. What world would fucking Twilight let her friends be so reckless and not wear their elements of harmony when there's still a dangerous creature out there? If Discord's plan was to manipulate Fluttershy into falling in love with him so that she wouldn't use her element of harmony against him, why didn't he just hypnotize her so that it would work a lot faster? He literally threatened to before, and we clearly see him do it later, so why didn't he think of it that same minute? It would have saved him a lot of time if he just hypnotized her, tricked her friends into believing she was going back, and then was fuck you, nah, she's mine now, bitch, and just took over Equestria. We see literally in the show that he's a double crosser, so why wouldn't he be now? He could have saved a lot of trouble if he just hypnotized her from the fucking start. And I know somebody will comment, but come on, it's an audio drama, it's fiction. We can bend the rules of reality a little bit, and I'm yes, we can. But how much logic can you throw out the window before you're literally scratching your head? There's genuinely a lot of logic that we had to throw out the window for the story to work. The story would generally not work at all if the characters just thought of something for literally 2 seconds. And I could genuinely go on and on and on about a lot of the plot holes the story has, but I guess the last one I will bring up is, why did her friends barely do jack shit to help her with her mental struggles? The author, realizing it or not, made Fluttershy seem to have really bad PTSD and some form of depression. She's constantly feeling sad, but has barely any motivation to do stuff, and is clearly having constant nightmares about her life being in danger. And if I was her friend, I would clearly take her to a therapist or try to get some form of help, because that is no way to live and I care about my friend. But the fact that they only decided, oh hey, we'll take her to go get her clothes, or we'll throw a party for her that will solve everything, just feels really off. her friends would probably do a lot more to generally make her feel better and want to get this annoyed at her. Honestly, like seriously, they generally are getting fucking annoyed at their fucking friend for genuinely struggling with mental health? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, generally the only person we generally see come for Fluttershy and generally try to help her is Applejack and Rainbow Dash. That's literally it. But that's not the only problem with the story. The second problem with the story is Discord is a fucking abuser and Fluttershy is his victim. And I know that sounds really fucking extreme, but it's really sadly true in the context of the story. Discord, since the very beginning of the series, is very creepy and acts very predatory towards Fluttershy. Whether it's picking her up and being really grossly kind of sexual with her until Rainbow gets involved and stops him, to him being really vindictive and really sneaky and slimy when talking about how he's going to make her fall in love with him and how he's going to take really good care of her when he takes her forever away from her friends, to literally at one point saying when Fluttershy is passed out because she is so fucking scared, saying she's so much more lovely asleep than awake.
My new... Oh.
My. She's even lovelier when unconscious.
Yep. And we're not even done talking about his abusive behavior. He is also shown to constantly threaten violence against Fluttershy anytime she does not want to deal with his shit. Literally, at one point, he literally uses his magic to literally grab her and almost hypnotize her. Like, that's literally a scene that literally fucking happens. And we are later expected to sympathize with him just because he was fucking bullied. Yes, the reason he decided to take over Equestria and basically cause chaos and do all the awful shit is because some ponies made fun of him when he was younger, and Celestia got mad at him one time for causing disruption. Yes, he's a Starlight 2.0, I know, it's annoying. And he barely does anything to make up for his behavior. Like, he took Fluttershy out on one day, got her an animal sanctuary, and then was kind of less of a dick to her, tickled her, and then went stargazing with her. And that's about it. And even during that, he was still very fucking aggressive and really condescending with her. Like, he barely changed. He was just doing the bare fucking minimum for her. And we're supposed to believe Fluttershy is supposed to fall in love with him. Even though he still kind of treats her like shit, he's just being nice to her right fucking now. Which honestly sounds a lot like Stockholm Syndrome, but we're not gonna get into that. Not to mention in episode 9, which is literally one episode away from the final episode, where Discord is supposed to have this full-blown, like, he's changed, he's a better person now, la-di-da-da. He literally hypnotizes Fluttershy into falling in love with him because she said no. Literally tried to hurt her friends, almost let a child fall and severely get hurt, then tied her up along with her friends, and was going to force her to marry him. And when one of her friends tried to stop him, he literally tried to punch them. And the only reason he felt bad for it was because he accidentally hit Fluttershy instead. True love, everybody. And before we move on, if you don't believe me about how abusive Discord is, here is a full-on compilation of every time Fluttershy gets upset because A, he treats her badly, B, he isolates her from everybody fucking else, C, he won't even let her go see her fucking friends, and D, it's just very fucking creepy to her, and she does not like it, so she tells him to stop, and him literally acting like a fucking brat and getting aggressively angry at her for no reason.
You were eavesdropping?
You never intended on falling in love with me, did you? This is all just a business deal to you.
Wasn't it?
To me, it wasn't. But you wouldn't expect someone like me to have feelings now, would you? Would you?
Discord, I never said.
You're right. I'm just an evil monster who keeps you prisoner.
You're not a monster.
I thought you were different. I thought you understood.
I do understand.
Yet you never wanted to marry me. All you ever thought about was your friends.
I had no choice. You were going to kill the princesses.
So you do want to marry me tomorrow?
Actually...
So you didn't just agree to it so you could see your friends? So you do love me? You have no say in the matter. Love me or not?
Make me.
Have you forgotten who I am? You promised yourself to me, and you are going to be my wife. Love me or not?
Fine. Marry me then. Don't wait for me to love you, because there's no way in this world that I could ever love a monster like you.
Is that so? Well, let's stop wasting your time then. We'll be married first thing in the morning, whether you like it or not. Get here?
No,
Is the castle too drafty?
It's...
Isn't my breath?
This...
Oh, I get it. It's my looks, isn't it? Or maybe it's my age. You prefer some young, handsome stallion, huh? I'm just too different for you, huh?
Your looks have nothing to do with this.
Then why? Why do you still reject my affection?
Because you treat me like a prisoner.
Oh, come on. I've taken the zebra's stupid advice. What will it take to please this mare?
The next problem is... The problem is that one of the main ships in the series is pedophilia. The audio drama is based around shipping, but that's literally one of his biggest problems. Besides Fluttercord being an abusive ship now, most of the other ships are boring and don't add anything to the plot. Like, seriously, how much would have taken away from the story if we didn't have Soar and Dash or any other ship like Rarity and Fancy Pants? Like, they add nothing to the plot, honestly, and I don't really have any thoughts on them. They're just, like, boringly straight. But now, let's talk about Apple Spike. There's no two ways about it. Apple Spike is pedophilia. The fandom has a really big problem, at least the Brony fandom, with accepting the fact that Spike, as any of the main sex, is pedophilia, but it is. Spike is a literal child. He is. In the show, he's the same height as the other kids. We literally see later in the show what teenage and grown dragons look like, so Spike clearly must be the example of what a kid dragon looks like. Literally in season 8, we finally see him go through puberty, which hints at the fact that he's just now entering his teenage years. So yes, he is a fucking minor. And do I really have to argue why Applejack is a grown-ass adult? Like, it's literally there in the show. Like, it's literally right there. She's an adult. Like, I don't think I need to argue about it. And in the context of Bride of Discord, it's worse. Because technically, he's 16. We never know Applejack's age, but she's clearly an adult. And the fact that they try to excuse it by saying dragon years, it's really fucking gross. Because even if he is 16 and older than we think, Applejack is still an adult. So technically, it's still a minor as a fucking adult. 16 does not equal legal age. I'm sorry to break it to you, but it literally fucking doesn't. And the fact that Sakura in the series literally said to Applejack, yes, he's a minor. Wait till he's an adult and then go get him. Basically saying, prey on him and wait until he just turns legal to try to date him. Are you fucking kidding me? What kind of fucking gross ass logic is that? What kind of shit is that, Disney fanatic? What the fucking hell is that? And if you genuinely believe I am overreacting and am wrong about this, then here's some clips to literally prove me fucking right.
I know he's a little young, but it's only a 7-year difference.
The course of true love never did run smooth, but perhaps these words of advice will soothe. The dragon is young, so wait until he is in his mature state. Then put your heart in motion and tell him of your emotion.
Don't you think she's a little old for you?
It's just 7 years. It's not like she's old enough to be my mom or anything.
But, maybe you should wait a while
Hey,
before...
I've waited 3 years. That's plenty enough time for me.
Well, maybe because you're so young, Rarity doesn't...
I may look like a baby, Applejack, but in pony years, I'm practically a teenager. Dragons just happen to age a little slower than ponies.
He is a child.
So?
What are the ponies? She is a grown-up.
And?
And he's a little kid. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a grown-up, he's a little boy, it's not appropriate.
Now, finally, to fucking end this, now we're gonna talk about... Don't make Discord abusive. That's literally all you have to do. Just make Discord in character with the show. Don't give him a pathetic sad story. Don't do any of that. Just keep him in character and make Fluttershy genuinely have more of a backbone and be able to stand up for herself. Don't do the weird, gross, kind of unhealthy power dynamic of you're gonna live in my house by force, you're kind of my prisoner. That story does not work. It's really fucking bad. We're going to get rid of that in general. Come up with a new fucking story. Have the Spike plot line be literally him just learning how to get over Rarity. Not trying to get it with Applejack, just him getting over Rarity. That's literally just it. Get rid of any kind of romance with Rainbow or any of the other girls because we don't fucking need it. We're only here to focus on 2 to 3 other characters. And if we want to do something better to help him get over Rarity, specifically with Spike, have Rarity date Applejack. If Rarity was canon and Spike found out and that was the way he had to learn how to get over Rarity, that would make a lot of sense and it would actually be kind of emotional. And it would work a lot better for the plot, honestly, instead of us trying to ship pedophilia for about a good 8 episodes and shipping Rarity with a man she barely has any interaction with, but because it's the only man that actually likes her in the show, we gotta ship it. Like, no. Let's just get rid of Fancy Pants as Rarity altogether. Let's just have the story focus on Fluttershy and Discord's relationship. Let's just focus on that. Have a little side plot about Rarity, Applejack, and Spike, where Spike has to get over Rarity because she's dating Applejack, and have him grow as a character. And yeah, that's it. Just don't do the creepy Stockholm Syndrome story. Have Discord not be an abusive prick, actually have him have character development. Give Spike character development. Don't ship pedophilia. Just don't make Discord abusive. Make Fluttershy generally grow as a character and give her more of the story because it's what she deserves, and have her friends actually be supportive of her, and make the plot not have so many plot holes, and make the story like just flow together. And that's it. My name is Sunny Bunny. I hope you liked this video. Hopefully there will be more to come, and I just hope you enjoy.